Hello everyone, welcome to Ignition.
Hello, welcome again. Now, this is a sort of, we call it a special, a short one.
We call it a short special.
Short special. So we're just going to have a quick look through the electric cars that we believe are out and going to become available in 2020 and maybe 2021, 22. So it's going to be a quick look, and I'm going to try and shut up a bit.
Yeah, shut up a little bit.
We'll
try.
We'll try.
Luckily, I don't speak that much.
Yeah, that is, you're right. Luckily.
Yeah, lucky.
So, Tesla Model Y, the big event of 2020.
I'm excited for this car.
The Model Y is out as we record. I think it came out yesterday.
Right.
Interesting. As such. So,
been waiting for this.
And they are ripping them out.
Good. Because that Model 3 was such a hit. And
the Model 3, apparently Tesla now outsold the Leaf.
Have they already?
Yeah.
Wow,
they've done 1 million cars.
Yeah. Million?
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
So the Model Y is a slightly jacked up Model 3.
Yeah, it's just a cross as such, isn't it?
The big difference, of course, is the Model 3 has a boot and the Model Y is a hatch. You've got a lot more practicality. Apparently you can get it as a 7-seater, but that doesn't really look big enough to me.
Are they backwards facing or are they actually seats?
Don't know.
No, I'm not sure.
Don't know.
So this is just basically a Model 3. It's just as powerful, is it?
Yeah, Model 3. So they're sharing I think they share 75% of the parts.
Yeah.
So they come again as a rear-wheel drive, which is the basic model. Then you've got a long-range rear-wheel drive, a long-range four-wheel drive, and then the performance four-wheel drive. So they're going to go between $40,000 and $60,000.
Okay.
We can only talk dollars. And you'll get between 370 kilometres and 490-ish.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 0 to 60 between 6 and 3.5 seconds, depending on which one.
Okay, even the stand-up one's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So
3.5. That's mind-boggling fast, isn't it?
So again, I think the thing in the background here, which is its fast charger, is the key to why that one will fly.
Yeah, it's slightly more affordable than the rest.
It's just the perfect car now. It's the perfect car for. I mean, it doesn't look very SUV-ish to me, but I just think they're nice anyway.
Yeah, it's just a good-looking car, isn't it?
Great-looking car.
Really fault it.
No, good price as well if you don't go too mad.
Yeah.
So
next, Skoda Citigo. That's an interesting car, isn't it?
And the VW Up and Fiat Me, all one and the same.
Yeah, the same thing.
So this one's been going for quite a while. They've just updated it. Good review by Fully Charged as well. He drives the Robert Llewellyn drives the Volkswagen Up, and he drove it 5 or 6 years ago, and he's just driven it again.
Yeah.
And although the weight hasn't gone up, the battery size hasn't gone up. The range has gone from 100 to 200.
Blimey, that's a big increase, isn't it?
So
that must
again,
be with the quality of batteries or something, is it?
Just a change in battery.
Yeah.
So that's how it's moved on in a short period of time. But again, a really nice little car. If all you do is go around town, what more do you need? 32 kilowatt battery, 0 to 60, 12 seconds, with a 200 kilometre range.
It's very standard for a car of its size, isn't it?
So, and apparently that gets around that. So
mileage.
It's not a. I think
they normally lose about 40 to 60 kilometres range, don't they?
Well, this one it's got the LPT there, which is a much more realistic range.
Okay, right.
So all the data's there. We don't need to talk about it. So we're going to try and flick through these.
Yep.
That's a recommendation for a small city car.
Okay. Well, this is quite big news. The Corsa, isn't it? They haven't updated that for a while.
No.
So it's quite nice to see a change.
And boy, has it changed.
Gosh, yeah. I think it looks in a way better. In a way, it looks a bit big. But that might just be me.
I had that exact conversation with someone yesterday, and it is within a gnat's of the same length as the old Corsa.
Is it?
Just it looks much bigger.
It does. It looks like a totally.
Because I thought it looked like the size of an Astra.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But it's not. It's still a small car built on the same platform as the Peugeot, which I think we've got next.
Yes.
So stats are there.
It's fairly rapid.
Yeah.
So
that's a good looking one. I like the colour.
Car that looks like it would do everything well.
So would you buy this or next?
Hang on. You could not buy that, could you? You just couldn't.
Stats all identical because.
And are they around the same price range?
I think this is €1,000 more from my memory.
You'd be
30.
Right. Yes, 30 to 31.
All depends on the spec, of course. But
yes, but if it is around that price, that extra grand is going on that looks. Look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a cracker, isn't it?
That looks like a Jack Russell. The other one looks like a bug.
That's a good. Don't know where you dug that one out from.
From somewhere deep in my little pea brain.
So a Jack Russell's better looking than a Pug?
Yeah.
Okay.
More manly.
Yeah, I would agree.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, when you drive that, you look like you.
And I'm the Pug.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm definitely not manly.
No, true. But that's a great looking car.
I love that car.
Cracker.
Think it's absolutely beautiful.
330 kilometres range. Gee whiz. That's a fair way, that.
It's the car that everyone should be buying.
It is.
And
Small,
probably will.
Small, yet practical, relatively fast, great kilometres.
It's
awesome.
the looks, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the more of those we see on the road, the happier I'll be, because I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah. Right, next. Oh, the Kia Soul. I haven't heard much about these for a while.
Well, this is a newish one.
Okay.
Been out for a while now, but Kia and Hyundai. Sorry, my foot's squeaking
It's
there.
right, don't worry.
That could be my bones. Who knows?
I don't know.
But apparently they get a really good range,
Right.
and we'll be doing an episode on a fully charged program. So we're going to do one episode just based on that program, because it's about buying an EV. So we haven't done it yet, so keep looking out for that one, because that's interesting. And not to ruin anything, she buys one from the Kia Hyundai range, and it's very interesting.
I've got to say, that's a heinous colour.
It's not a particularly nice.
No,
The car looks better
doesn't
in the flesh
complement it.
than it does.
Yeah, that's true. It does. But
again, that's another car that, a bit like the Tesla, hasn't got a grille. That one looks better as a petrol one because of the grille.
the grille, I tend to agree with you there. But no.
But Kia make good quality vehicles, and that is a nice practical car.
It is.
My absolute favourite car of the moment.
Oh yeah.
I love a Fiat 500.
We do.
And that is stunning. I mean, they've whacked the price up.
But we always said, if they'd made that little Fiat 500 luxury, they'd flog them by the hundreds.
Because it's such a brilliant car.
Perfect. Now that looks really mean.
Now, we've had two Fiats.
We have.
Nothing ever went wrong with any of them.
Nope.
We did loads of miles in them. You thrashed the nuts off them.
Yes.
And they get this reputation of breaking down. Well, in Portugal, there are so many.
Oh, every other car is a Fiat 500
Yeah,
here.
and every, hire it, drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
They're being ragged everywhere.
They get abused everywhere.
They're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And that is a serious looker.
But that is beautiful.
The wheels, the colour, it's just all very, very nice.
Yeah, the 38,000 euros is going to be
nice?
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But the roof works brilliantly well.
It's a proper luxury little car now.
It seats four quite comfortably.
It does.
The one we had.
Yep, I've been in the back of them, and I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
So, yep, perfectly fine.
Absolutely, and they've gone. And the one thing about this one is that the key is a pebble.
Oh, that's so.
And it's just keys. It's the thing you take around with you
all
the time. And I'd have never understood why people don't give you that experience of a nice something you're proud of.
A little flip key's boring, isn't it? A pebble.
A little horrible lump of plastic.
Yeah, I need to have a look at that pebble.
Yeah. So
what are we talking? 250 kilometres, 9
good
seconds.
Range.
It's quick as well.
Big battery.
You can't really fault that either, can you?
No, I think that is an absolute cracker.
Yeah,
and if it looks half as good in the flesh, which I've seen the promo on Fiat, in fact, that's on our Facebook page, if you look that up. The promo, because they were going to launch that at Geneva and it was cancelled because of the virus.
Yeah.
And the MD, or whatever you would call him, president of Fiat, does a really good introduction on that, and they've got 3 that they're auctioning for charity that are done by famous designers.
Okay.
Who's the
they used to do a Gucci
Jean-Paul Gaultier has done one.
Cool.
And then I can't remember the other cosmetic house that's done it. But anyway, there's 3 of them, and they're really interesting.
Right.
One of them's got real gold in the paint.
Oh, nice.
But all for charity, so that's fun. So look that up. That's on our Facebook page.
Okay. Oh, Polestar 2. I didn't realise Volvo were on something here.
Watched a brilliant review, which we'll be looking at next week, on that versus the Taycan versus the Mercedes GT63 S.
Nice, yeah.
Discussing which is the best touring GT car.
Yes.
And that is a fascinating vehicle.
Well, it's absolutely rapid, and the mileage is good.
Yeah, the one they do
kilometres.
is the 2-door one.
Yes, so
And
that's better range than a Tesla. 425. If they can get anywhere near that, that would be very
That's
impressive.
kilometres though, not miles.
Oh, kilometres, yeah, it's not miles.
But it's very efficient, 17 kilowatts an hour, if that's right. These are all guide only, so don't take anything that you read here as gospel, because most of these aren't giving real world figures out, but they're pretty good guides.
They are.
But I think that is a stunning looking vehicle.
Very, very cool looking car.
So that's going to sell. It's expensive though.
It is, but it's Tesla price as such.
Yeah.
So
a lot more than the Model 3 though.
It is true. Very, very true.
Better looking than the Model 3. But anyway,
it is. The grills,
again, all relative.
They've taken your grill into account there.
Taking the grill into account.
I like it.
Sexy.
Yeah. Oh, blimey, that's a looker, isn't it?
Now they've stopped the XJ Jag, and it's coming out as a EV. Now, if it comes out and looks anything like that, they're on a winner.
They are. That is a menacing looking beast.
And look at the performance.
Oh, blimey, 2.7 seconds. Oh, we're hitting.
That's what they're saying.
Hitting proper fast territories here. That's supercar.
And the Chinese,
hypercar.
because obviously Jaguar Land Rover own, but no, they're Indian, aren't they? Sorry,
are they?
Jaguar Land Rover. In India, they're really quite well on to building electric cars. So I think there'll be a lot of technology be over the UK for where that's going to be built. Apparently,
yeah, that's a bit of a beast.
Big range for a car of its
big batteries,
performance and its size. But I mean, the rear, I think, looks fantastic on that. It should be pointing over here.
It's proportioned very well.
Yeah,
wide stance, good looks,
very aggressive, and it's about time Jag got up to the top levels.
Yes.
Now this was caused such a stir, didn't it, by calling it the Mustang?
Yes, it has.
And which side of the fence you fall, I don't actually know.
Well, I would personally say it's a little bit too wimpy to be named a Mustang.
I really like it.
I like it. I can't deny it. I think it looks great, but it doesn't look beefy enough. It looks like a Hyundai.
Well, it looks like a Peugeot at the back to me.
Yes.
But they've gone for the, I suppose, volume market, haven't they? So it's an SUV. But I think it's quite brave. I quite like the fact that it's got some Mustang.
Something.
And Ford badges don't know why, but they don't seem to carry a good reputation.
No.
Yeah, I've always found them very reliable cars.
Right.
Not that, again, wow. And, I'm knocking on 60 years old and I've hardly had a Ford.
Sorry, I've just seen the price. 50 to 65,000. That's steep. For not much performance, and the range isn't particularly amazing.
Yes, actually, I think the 65k one, I'm pretty sure that is a faster one than that. Yeah. These are I think that's the
basic model.
Yeah, I think so. But the price is going up to a top one. So there we go. Right, moving on, because time's rolling on, as I can already tell.
Oh, your favourite
Rivian, fabulous vehicle. 4 motors, 4-wheel drive. They can turn
individually.
One wheel clockwise, the other anti-clockwise, to jump you out of mud.
For his 4 motors.
That is a game-changing vehicle. I think.
And the storage and things, it's got some very special features.
Yeah, just by the rear door there, you can see an outline that opens up each side. You can put a surfboard through. Yeah, it's cool. A fabulous vehicle. But I think the key to that, which we're yet to see, is it's off-road. I want to see someone like 4-wheel drive action. If you ever watch this, I'd like 4-wheel drive action to have one of those for a couple of days.
Yes.
Because I think the fact that you can rotate wheels in different directions should make off-roading.
It will, yeah. That would be
to get yourself out of something stuck, which they do some mental things. But there was a thing, they did a programme with Charlie Borman when he motorcycles round the world,
right?
And they've just done one on electric Harleys, and they use those as recovery or chase vehicles. Don't know quite how, but
they're very robust, aren't they? That's what they're saying.
Fantastic vehicle that is.
Next vehicle, all the Porsche Taycan.
Again,
an absolute machine, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Look at that. The wheels are awesome on that. I didn't think I'd like that, but I do. So that's a rapid beast, isn't it? And that's Tesla territory, isn't it?
Game-changing vehicle again. The first electric car that really, who cares whether it's electric or it isn't? I just want to own one.
Yeah, very expensive though.
Very expensive, but it's a quality vehicle.
And you're getting a premium brand.
Yeah,
so,
and I like the fact the way they've enhanced the electric motor noise, because I think one of the things you do drive on is your ears, and I think people that car solves all problems except for cost.
Yes, valid point.
And then we've got a little range of
Sort of
top one electric. What do we
Peugeot partner TP.
People carrier, little van type people carrier.
Yeah.
30 grand, not too bad. The Smart.
That new Smart's an interesting front.
Smart's nice. Smart's looking very good.
Is.
Good price.
It's interesting price.
Yeah. And then the new Opel Ampera E.
Okay.
And the Jaguar I-Pace, which I think everyone knows about.
Yes.
So again, those 4 are all out, I believe.
And that's our run through for today.
Is it?
It is.
Is that it? We're done.
We've done 16 minutes.
Well, that's longer than we wanted to do, isn't it?
It's longer than we wanted to do.
We're trying to do short ones because people say I speak too much, so I've done it again.
He does. It doesn't matter that you've done it again, Dad. You know, there's no problem. Maybe people like the words of wisdom of old people.
Nothing wisdom's coming out of here,
Yeah,
is it?
true. But
anyway, well, if you have been watching,
yeah, hope you enjoyed that. That rounded up some new electric vehicles that we certainly like.
yeah, we'll be doing another one. Keep your eyes open for it.
Yeah.
We'll be doing promoting a review from Fully Charged and discussing it on how you should and shouldn't buy an electric vehicle and some good points and why you should buy one, really, I think is the answer, which is what we came out of it. So we'll see you next time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
see you.
I'm sorry, I'm not afraid.